Hello everyone, it's Joey Brown coming at you. I got me a panner bag that I won from Benzo a little while back. Thought I'd go ahead and go through it, see what we can find in here. It doesn't say what to expect, so let's find out what a panner bag is. That's probably too much for one try, but we'll go with it. It's a little bit dirty. Let that chocolatey stuff out. Splashing water all over the place. That's alright. Ooh, look at all the mica dancing around at the bottom. You get a good look at that. Alright. I hope everybody's been having a good week. We're still trying to figure out why my dad's dizzy after his surgery. It's now been almost an entire month. Hopefully they get that figured out and it's nothing serious. Other than that, everything else around here has been pretty normal. It's the right time of year. I'm having to fight weeds like a crazy person out there. And I'm losing. They are taking my yard from me. It's ridiculous. I've tried stuff like weed and feed, and I think all that did was feed the weeds. Because they have basically wiped out almost every inch of my grass. And I go out there relentlessly and pull them by the roots to get them out of my damn yard. And they seem to spread faster than I can get them pulled. I need to just get me another couple of sulcata tortoises. They'll keep my yard cut and they'll get rid of the unwanted weeds. Anything they don't eat, you can pull it, and it's a lot easier. I definitely regret selling my sulcatas. Time for more. Makes it a lot easier with my blackberry patch, how big it gets. Can't really get in there with the mower in a lot of places, so them tortoises can get in there. They'll keep it cleared out pretty well. Well, so far I haven't seen anything, or I've been missing stuff. It's one of the two. Man, that's a lot of mica. And I did cheat, by the way. I put my magnet on the bag and it picked the bag up, so I took that stuff out. But it sure makes it a little easier. And there's so much crushed up mica in here, it's crazy. Alright. Getting close to the bottom of this one, so I think I saw one flake earlier. Oh, here comes one now. Oh, I'm seeing some fine stuff up there. Go ahead and take this out. My battery light is threatening me again. Can't have that one getting away. There's some nice shiny stuff in there. I think I've got enough to do this maybe 2 times more. Give me some more of that water. Oh, there you go, roly-poly pieces. There's some little stuff in here. I'm sure with as fine as some of this is, I have missed a little. But it's in the pan down there and I will get it. Gotta have it all. Gotta catch 'em all. Tiny flakes. Getting awful close to the end of that one. So we get it all in a closer group. That super fine crushed up mica is hanging out in there with the gold. You can see it gathering here and here. When it doesn't even look like there's anything left, there's that. There's a couple pieces of shiny stuff that made it down to the bottom. That's pretty close. We'll go ahead and take that up, and once I get them all together, we'll do a final cleanup. Make sure there's less of that mica in there. Alright. My camera's about to shut off on me. Let me fix that problem. Alright, let's get into that bag some more. We've already done one pan. We'll do a little at a time. There's really no need in completely loading the pan down, right? You know, I know what that hole is there for, but I sure don't like it because it happens to rest right under my thumb. That's my misfortune because of the way I do the pan. I hold it right on the hole. But that's okay. Let's put some glasses on. I can actually see a little better. Alright. Yep, I see them too. Always bubbles wanting to hang out. Alright. Ooh, my plums are starting to turn red. I'm so freaking happy. You just don't know what it's like to have a plum tree for so many years and only ever have gotten 2 plums from it because of the squirrels. Killed every plum that grew. They'd wait till little tiny, they would only get about that big. The squirrels would go up the tree, pick one off, bite it, and go, oh, that's not right. Throw it down, move on to the next one. And man, they raped my tree year after year. So we cut down their house. We had a big oak tree in the backyard. It was a squirrel hotel. Well, it's gone, and now I have fruit in my tree. So I'm very happy about that decision to make the squirrels move on. And we picked the right time of year when we did it. There were no babies in the nest or anything like that. We didn't put any baby squirrels on the ground. Because if that had been the case, then I'd have wound up having to adopt them, because I don't like to see little animals sit outside and die. I did that once. Squirrels are a hassle, I'll have you know. They tore up a lot of stuff. When I got them, they were super tiny. It was a storm. I think it blew down a tree, or blew down part of the tree, or something like that, a couple houses down. So I wound up with some squirrels, and man, talk about destructive. But yeah, they were a lot of fun, but they were bad about tearing stuff up. I didn't mind too much until they got into the back of my TV, or onto the back of my TV, not in it, and started chewing up the wires back there. What's going on? Come on now. But I only kept them until they were big enough, you know, to let them go. I wasn't trying to keep them forever. I just wanted them to have a chance, that's all. But yeah, they were fun. One of them, before I found it, somebody's dog got after it and bit like more than half of its tail off. So he was stumpy. And I released him at the park across the street. And of course, the one that had the whole tail, I don't know if I ever saw it again, but the one that had most of the tail missing, I saw it for a while. It was pretty noticeable, you know. It was the only one running around with most of his tail missing. Everybody kept asking me, well, where's the other one? I said, hell, I don't know. It could be that one right there for all I know. I mean, they all kind of look the same. Wasn't like I could call it and it would come running or something. I see shiny stuff down there. Alright. Wonder how much I've accidentally washed out of the pan. We'll find that out later. A little speck of stuff hanging out right there in the middle of all that gold. You, come out of there. Oh, that's better. Ta-da! A little bit more gold. Let's suck that up. Let's pick up some more of that water so I can look. I think that's mica. It might not be, but we'll risk it for now. Can always come back later. Pan it again. Ooh, that's a little more. Alright. Hope everybody's enjoying this day. I do enjoy panning these Benzo bags. And I would have to say, if it weren't for Benzo, I wouldn't have very much gold at all. I have one more from him than anybody. As a matter of fact, more than everybody else combined. He has been a great channel for me to watch. You know, I don't win all the time, which I don't expect to. But I win every once in a while, and that's good. I would love to win all the time, don't get me wrong, but it's not, that's just not the way it works. But yes, Benzo has single-handedly provided me with most of the gold that I have. And thank you very much, Benzo. And now I just got to convince myself to stop giving it away so much so I can get myself up to an ounce. Ooh, look at all that little mica down there. But yeah, it's not hard to tell. You look back through my videos, and the majority of the bags that I've panned are benzo bags. I'm ready to get me another Gold Nugget Sales bag, though, I'll tell you what. I kind of enjoy those, too, and I haven't had one in a while. I like this, always go for the 5 gram 100% ROI bag. I like those. They're a little bit of a challenge, not too much, you know, it's not ridiculous or anything. And you get 5 grams of gold when you're done. And who doesn't like to pan out 5 grams of gold? I've never ever heard anybody complain, oh man, there's 5 grams in there. What am I going to do with that? Here comes somebody.
With your scissors in it.
What?
Scissors.
Oh. Okay. We had somebody looking for scissors. And then they walked away and left my door standing wide open. Because why not, right? And I wouldn't mind the door being open, except for they turn up the TV to deafening levels in there. Because he needs a hearing aid and won't get one. Or actually, he's got one and won't use it. Ooh, I'm seeing some little gold. I'll go ahead and put all that back together for a second. And part of the problem is I have a smidge too much water in here. But that's okay, I'm about to dump it anyhow. Man, I can hear the clock ticking. Have you checked your clock? I think you know what time it is. Tried to get back in, didn't he? Oh, and now Spanky wants out. You've been awful quiet down there, Spanky. He doesn't like to make a lot of noise when the camera's on. I just don't know why. Even though I can't hear it, I swear the camera makes a sound that he can hear. Because all you gotta do is turn it on. He knows it's on. You don't have to point it at him or anything. He knows it's on. And it's funny because when he comes in here making a bunch of noise and stuff, because there's some days he's just really, really loud. Has a lot to say. And I'll go ahead and get the camera and have it sitting on the side somewhere. When he walks out of the room, I'll turn it on. And when he comes back in the room, he looks around like, man, I can hear that damn thing. And he just won't make any sound. He'll get all quiet. Be like, nope, I ain't talking for the camera. You can forget it. He's a silly dog. Because he really does make a lot of noise. I mean, man. He talks to you a lot. He'll bark at you for no apparent reason. He likes to, I don't know what you call it, kind of a whining, talky stuff. He's a noisy dog. But he's fun. I just wish he wasn't camera shy, because I would love to get some good videos of him talking to the camera. I heard you down there, Spanky. Better be careful, they'll hear you on the camera. Yep. Then what's gonna happen? You'll be on YouTube. And why not? We'll just keep doing little bits at a time. It's okay. I always forget to put my gloves on. But I guess as long as I don't have any cuts on my hand, I'll be okay. Ooh, look at all the dancing micas right here. Oh, I hear you, Spanky. Are you wanting out? You gonna bug me till I let you out? Yep, I started leaning towards the light again. Go into the light, Carolyn. Yeah, took the dogs to the vet the other day, and they wanted him to get on the scale. And he's like, man, I ain't got time to stand on your damn scale. He was all over the place. Well, there was a bunch of other dogs there, you know, and he gets excited about that. He didn't want to stand on that scale for anything. It took us forever to get him to just stand still for a second so we could try to read it. And he came in at like 75 pounds. And then we got Tippy up there. She's a real good girl. She just sits up there, jumped up there and sat down. I was like, yeah, if Spanky could only do that. But he's not that kind of dog. He's all high-strung all the time. And man, if there's other dogs around, as far as he's concerned, it's the dog park. We should be playing, not just standing around waiting to see some doctor. Yep, and Tippy weighed in at the same as Spanky again. She is a fat girl. And Spanky's kind of thin looking. He's mostly muscle. He does lots and lots of running. That Spanky does that. Tippy, on the other hand, she doesn't run so much. She's got that black fur coat that gets hot in the sun, so she don't care for that. Now in the winter time she'll run a little, but when it's warm at all, she's like, no dude, I got this black coat on. It's hot just standing still. I'm not running. And I can't blame her. I keep trying to get my dad to let me take her down and get it cut real short, and he won't. He insists that if you cut her hair short, it won't grow back the same. I don't know where he gets these things from. I think that's a piece of dirty gold. Just get all them other things out of there. Boy, them sands are in there. I'm getting them though. They are coming. I think that time I washed a little piece of gold out of the pan. But it's right down there in the safety pan, so. You know what? One day, just for kicks, I'm going to sing my safety pan song. There was a time when Benzo told everybody to do a safety pan thing. Something about a safety pan. And it was to get into some contest or something. I don't remember. And I came up with a song based off of Safety Dance. But I never posted it or anything. I thought it was a bit silly. Hell, I might have won. But yeah, one day, when I'm feeling silly enough, I'll do it. I'll sing it for y'all. Come on, Bubbles. I do not need you in my way. That stuff right there still looks like gold to me. But whatever it is, it's in the safety pan. Okay, last one, I believe. Go ahead and give it a wash out. Okay, that should be good. I'm gonna have to say this is, I don't know, I'm guessing probably close to 1/4 of a gram. The bag's not marked, but it looks like it's close to 1/4 of a gram. Sure wish I was on a river or a creek somewhere doing this. Golly. You people that get to do this are so fortunate. Because I enjoy the hell out of doing this. It would, if you got me out there doing it, and I was finding anything, you would have a very hard time getting me to leave. Because that's how I am. I love looking for stuff. If I'm not finding anything, yeah, you could probably talk me into leaving. But if I'm finding stuff, you better have brought a tent. Because my ass ain't going nowhere. I just wish I knew a place where I could take my metal detector and find good stuff. I'm tired of digging up people's garbage. This park over here by me is the absolute worst. There's probably, from the surface down, there's probably a foot of bottle caps anywhere you dig. It's ridiculous. Now there are places you can find change if you just want to dig up regular loose pocket change, and I don't mean anything old, just the same stuff you could get from a cash register at the store today. And that's around the basketball court. Guarantee you will find stuff around the basketball court. Of course, you're going to find a butt ton of bottle caps too, but you'll pick up some quarters and nickels and dimes and whatnot. I guess they throw them around up there, because I've gone and found them. And, but yeah, I don't just want change. I want old change, you know. If I'm going to go through the trouble of digging it up, and I do realize you're not always going to find old stuff, but it'd be nice to find something old every now and then, you know. But that's not going to happen at this park, unless you came out and scraped off the first foot. Because it is so riddled with trash. What I would actually love to do is set me up a sifting table out there and dig this park up 1 foot at a time. 1 foot deep, all the way across the whole thing, and just keep sifting it and sifting it and sifting it. And see what I find. Because there's stuff out there. You know. It's just to the point, it's gotten to the point that the garbage is so thick, it's just not worthwhile. I mean, anywhere you move your metal detector, it's constantly going off. Just constantly going off. It's just that much trash. It's a sad thing. It's sad to think that most of it comes from the people that show up here every Sunday to play soccer. And they trash the hell out of the place, and then they want to come back in another week. Well, unfortunately, the city people that come around out here to clean the parks and whatnot, they only empty the trash cans and mow the grass. If there's trash in the grass, they mow the trash. They do not pick up a damn thing. So there's chopped up aluminum cans, you know, to go along with all the busted glass. And of course the people that play soccer like to break their bottles after they finish what's in them. And any that don't get broken get left in the grass, and the city comes along and mows it for you. So, yeah, it's kind of hazardous at this park. There's so much glass out there. But, you know, where am I supposed to go? I've got my dogs that need to go out and play, go walk at least once a day and all that. And what do, you know? Can't seem to get anybody to do anything about it. There's no alcohol allowed in the park. There's no motor vehicles allowed in the park. You know, everybody knows the rules for the park. It's not like you got to tell them again and again. These people trash it. Trash it. And actually, I use the word people very loosely, because they also pee and poop on the trees at the park. And I know there's many a time people get caught outside and need to use the bathroom. You go pee on a tree. Okay. Most people try to hide on the backside of the tree where you can't see them peeing. Not these. They do it right out in front of you. And they'll walk up to a tree. They've done it right in front of us. Walk up to a tree, drop their pants, poop up against the side of it, and then just pull their pants up and run back into the game. Didn't so much as pick up a leaf. I'm sorry, but those are not people. People don't do that. I mean, at the very least, pretend you're a dog and drag your butt on the ground. Something. Golly, man. But yeah, and I mean, right in front of us, full view. There was no, well, we could tell what he's doing behind that tree. No, he was standing right there in front of us, pooping on a tree. We were like, are you serious, dude? I mean, come on now. Sometimes we wait for the guy to come out with the camera going, hey, you're on What Would You Do? Or, something like that. Because it's just outlandish what they do. We're getting awful close to the bottom of this. Funny how those slightly bigger black pieces just refuse to come out. You gotta get in there and dig them out. But the littler ones, they wash right on out of there. I guess the bigger ones have more flat surface to grab the pan with. That would make the most sense for me. Yeah, I see the gold in there. I don't care. It's in the pan and I'll get it back anyway. There is no lost gold. Just misplaced. They talk about that kind of stuff all the time. Oh, the lost gold of this and that and whatever. That gold's not lost. The person that put it there knows exactly where it is. And if they were still alive, they'd just go get it. It's not lost because you don't know where it is. I mean, if that was the case, everything that you don't know the location of is lost. Think about it. You can't call something lost just because you don't know where it's at. Oh, really? You don't want to go up the tube, huh? Yeah, I see that pesky little piece hiding up there. The bubble is really getting on my nerve. Okay, I got it. It's all hiding in there. I'm sure you can't see it that well, but it's right there. If I tip it, it's just going to slide to the other side of the bottle. But yep. All right. Thank you, Benzo. We'll go get that weighed up, and of course I'll go through all this again, and we'll see if I missed any, and we'll be back. All right. Let's see how much gold this is. Let's set our little dish in there. Turn it on. Everybody can see that number, yeah? Bunch of crazy looking 8s that are about to go to zeros and then black. Hey, it didn't go black. There it goes. We're waking it up. Oh golly, it's almost a half a gram. I went through there a second time and the stuff I found was pretty small, so I decided to let the sand keep it. And if I hadn't have done that, I got a feeling I'd have been on a half a gram. But that's okay. Yeah, 0.009 floating around down in there somewhere. But that's alright. Oh look, now it's 0.0. Oh god, it's shrinking. Well, thank you, Benzo. Surely appreciate that awesome bag. It was called the Panner Bag, and it was fun to pan. I hope everybody enjoyed that. I know I sure did. Wish that thing would stop shrinking. My fan's not on. And we'll catch y'all on the next one. Have a good one.